buds bloom and then wither away. Every spring is a... She got infected by the blight beast poison while she was healing the wounded, and is now fighting for her life. Back when Qing'er and Haotsang had their wedding, the flowers were blooming and thriving so magnificently in the Valley of 100 Grasses. I never thought that so much could change in a year.
Okay, die Frau von ihm ist jetzt vergiftet, also das war ja die Frau von dem Typen, der mit der schwarzen Kleidung, der sich das namenlose Schwert geschnappt hat. Und sie wurde jetzt vergiftet.
Father.
Durch eine Kreatur,
Master.
die mit an diesen Angriffen hier beteiligt ist.
Haotsang. Please, an old... The medicine is my last chance. The god.
Grandmaster, the Blight Beast's poison is too potent. The Lunar Crown Tree won't be able to withstand it much longer.
The Valley of 100 Grasses is no longer up to this situation. It looks like it's time to call on the Qin League.
She's already on the way to Cloud Rise to put together our...
Thank you for bringing us this warning so swiftly. Come with us to Cloud... Elder Cho, you just said that Qing'er...
This Lunar Crown Tree business is serious. First, go to Cloud Rise. Leave everything else to me. I'll do whatever is within my power.
I'll do my best and obey destiny.
Toll. Okay. Okay, was ist das? So, erst später können wir damit reisen.
It's quite windy up here. Hold on tight.
Ich weiß ehrlich gesagt nicht, was ich von dem Spiel halten soll bis jetzt. Also es ist ziemlich cool, aber wie gesagt, es ist... Wenn die Synchro nicht deutsch ist, finde ich immer ein bisschen gewöhnungsbedürftig. Aber ich bin echt lesefaul. mal ein sehr schöner Ort. Das muss man ja sagen. Warte mal. Wieso habe ich denn lange Haare? Hatte ich nicht bei der Charaktererstellung nur Kurzhaare ausgewählt? Oder die sorgt dafür die gesamte...
You don't need to rush. Come and tell me who you're looking for. Since the Valley Master of the Valley of 100 Grasses has invited you, please proceed through Yingshen Gate.
Okay.
Well, do you... Oh, I almost forgot. Since the era of Goddess Lan Yaoqi, 900 years ago, we did much to improve Cloudrise. And that's why we have such elegant houses and beautiful scenery today. The gateway in front of you is Yingshen Gate. It might look normal, but Venerable Lan Yaoqi has come after Yingshen Gate on the...
Alles klar. Dann wollen wir noch mal gucken, ob wir durch das Tor können. Ach, wir sind bereits durch das Tor, oder? Ja.
Here. I appear to have been here before. Originally, it was...
Okay, das war nicht süß aus. Oh Gott, ist das süß. Ein Bad ist das, okay.
Unfortunately, I can't come. I'm in a secret realm. Sorry.
Kind of you, Shenren. The Taiwa instance is very important. Of course, you pay great attention to it.
Indeed. The lunar crown tree may not be ignored. I've already heard about the business with Churchin-Sur village from the Grand Summoner.
I never would have thought the Blight Beast is so poisonous that even the Divine Tree of Shenong would not be able to resist.
Valley Master, how is the lunar crown tree?
Although many protectors are working together, the lunar crown tree has temporarily lost its soul consciousness. I'll discuss Taiwa Mountain and the Valley of 100 Grasses are thousands of leagues apart, yet they were attacked one after the other by the devastators under the leadership
how is the
of Nature.
Taiwa instance?
That can't be a
There are no
coincidence.
problems at the moment. But the 10-year reinforcement deadline is approaching, and no one knows. Everything is complicated today. Not just Meijia, but the Devastators, full of negative chi, also really surprised me.
Yes, Shenren. The most urgent thing right now is to find out
Grandmaster!
where these devastators come from. Lieutenant Yue, what is
I've
wrong
heard
with
that
you?
you've ordered the Moists to seize Hao Tsang. Why didn't you tell me?
Jianqing.
I can clearly distinguish between the righteousness and the small affection. Besides, what he took away was the nameless sword of my family. Don't worry, I'll bring back Hao Tsang. It's all solely because of him that my Chinger is always so worried about him.
Erinnert mich so ein bisschen an Naruto, der Typ. Weißt du, Sasuke zerstört alles und er merkt sich nur so. Nein, ich bringe ihn zurück. Er tötet ganze Familien. Nein, ich bringe ihn zurück. Oh, das sieht aber auch cool aus. Schwertkünstler. Ich hätte vielleicht wirklich doch lieber Schwertkünstler nehmen sollen. Das sieht schon echt cool aus.
Hey!
The unnamed sword is a treasure which has been passed down through our family for generations. It was forged by combining the divine sword Morning Glory and the ancient sword Shadowban, and can break through any magical structure.
Okay. Also das Schwert, was geklaut wurde, das ist ein magisches Relikt sozusagen, was alles zerstören kann. Also durch jede Barriere durchdringen kann.
Indeed.
Also sind wir sozusagen gar nicht mehr geschützt. Deswegen konnte der ohne Probleme diesen Baum angreifen. Der eigentlich geschützt.
When the Master left us, she left behind countless texts. They have been accumulated and arranged by scholars over the last night. It's not easy finding records of the Devastators and negative chi in such a short time.
Okay, wir sollen jetzt Informationen sammeln über alles und jeden.
With Shenren Shisha in the city, I wouldn't be worried even if there were 100 times as many evil spirits.
Unfortunately, if the
Devastators. Negative chi. Second shelf on the left, third compartment, volume number 5. Check in the 5th chapter.
WTF. Wenn er einfach genau weiß, wo das ist.
Isn't that the newcomer? A plague goddess? And the blight beast on top of that? Is the global conflagration of 70 years ago. The Grand Master and the Grand Summoner have already set off into the underworld themselves to find a cure for the lunar crown tree. That doesn't sound good. The Blade Heart has been damaged for years, and we're right in the middle of a major war. It's... Luckily, you're already here in Cloudrise. That shouldn't be too difficult. This panda next to me, excuse me, I mean Master Konvuzi, he's a master swordsmith and knows the 3 swords very well.
Assassinen und... okay, ich kann... Ja, noch nicht. Aber es gibt einmal den Assassinen, den ich jetzt zur Zeit spiele, und dann gibt es den Okulisten. Das ist dann die Heiler-Variante. Okay.
The Bladeheart fragment has been weakened for many years, and it still hasn't been able to bind itself to your spirit completely. Its soul force is almost exhausted, and it has retreated. Just a little thing, as long as Genren Jishar agreed.
But Chenren Shishia comes and goes.
Oh, all right. Then with Chenren Suyin's help,
Have you forgotten that he has been traveling for a long time and hasn't been heard from for a while now?
Oh, you two. Well, if that's the case. All right. Meditate for a while first. Moji, Suji. How are you? You were contaminated with so much negative chi in the Valley of 100 Grasses. You should count yourself lucky that it doesn't scatter immediately. And you still expect...
Of course the Master can help him. It's just that this spell to get rid of the negative chi...
Wait. Di Wang's sacrifice formation is very complex and requires...
Alles klar, jetzt muss ich irgendwas zumindest. Okay.
Wow. Our cloud rise has existed for over 900 years already. You will never find rarities more easily than here. But you're asking for 3 things at once. I'm afraid that Skinflint and Yan Fei won't be too pleased. All right. I'll write him a letter and explain everything in detail. Take the letter to the warehouse and hand it to Yan Fei.
Alles klar. Wir brauchen 3 sehr seltene Zutaten. Moment, was ist das für ein Symbol hier?
Hey, I'm Lilane, follower of the goddess Lan Yao Qi.
That bloody Tong Khan always keeps getting me into trouble. He knows that I hold them in great esteem. If the Sword Bladeheart is in trouble, how could I stand by and do nothing? But these 3 things you're asking for are no ordinary things. That really makes me... Ah, to hell with it. Who else would use them anyway? But I'm only loaning them to you. I'll remind you of that if necessary. Okay, start by taking the red flame stone. You can get the phoenix skin.
Was ist das? Aus konzentriert Sehen kann höchste Reinigung kann Steigerung der Fähigkeit des Kampfgefährten in Gefährtenrekrutierung verwendet werden. Okay. Ich habe aber nicht mal einen Gefährten, oder? Warte mal kurz.
Cannot be used.
You need the... It's all their fault.
klar, ich habe eine E-Mail gekriegt von. Ja. So, was haben wir denn hier? Level reicht nicht aus, okay. Damit kann ich schon eher dahin, okay, okay. Für Gold, okay.
I have made... Click on the interface with the left mouse button to show the information on this quest.
Okay, was jetzt? Warte mal. Das sind beides Schwertgeister. Oder wie muss ich das verstehen?
Well then, let's cast a spell to get...
Okay.
You are in your own soul world. Free your spirit from negative chi.
It almost collapsed and is too weak now.
But...
The sacred valley where Cloudrise is located is enormous. The whole of Shenzhou would fit inside it. To facilitate communication between the various schools of the Qin League, they built bases near Cloudrise. They are constantly guarded. New students can return to their respective schools from the plateau of torrential fog.
Okay. Das ist dann die Heimat, also die Schule von uns.
Click on the interface with the left mouse button to show the information on this quest.
Sieht ganz schön finster hier aus. Den großen Hexenmeister aussuchen.
There you are. So this is the Flowerfall sword fragment. Good. It looks like Patriarch Nangshu has a worthy successor too. I've only heard of her. If she was still alive, I'd ask her advice about the rage of clouds and water skill. You haven't completed the Warlock Guard training yet. It's... A cousin of mine once said the same thing. He's more skilled than I am. It's like you said. It's only training. How can he have failed to pass it? But he died a year after entering the underground temple. He took his own life. The underground temple is cold and dark, untouched by a single ray of sunshine. He couldn't bear the loneliness, so he drowned himself. His body was never found.
Hä? Aber wenn sein Körper nicht gefunden würde, wie kann man dann wissen, dass er sich selbst umgebracht hat?
Master Kunwutsa is already here. You're a student, so listen to... The deception is getting ever stronger.
Ah, hier. Das ist der große...
When you're holding it in your hand, it's also time to surrender yourself over to the lunar mirror of distant dreams.
Of course it sounds familiar. Before her enlightenment, the goddess Yaoqi took this artifact with her wherever she went. Every student knows that it's extremely useful.
There's only one lunar mirror of distant dreams in the whole world, and it's kept in intoxicating dreams.
Pardon?
My master likes to save his money. Why did he give you that?
What? A core imitation?
Yes.
If you two keep bickering, I'll make you guard the fire pit for a month. You now have the lunar mirror of distant dreams. If you're lucky, you'll be able to use pets to connect to it and visit unexplored places. And you can even use...
Thank you, Patriarch Jing, for helping us to preserve our soul core. But I've heard that this magic interferes with cultivation, or aren't you feeling well?
Doesn't matter, I'll recover soon. Then I'll be fine again.
It's a pity I already have a master. Otherwise, I could join forces with you, and this injury would heal immediately.
Thank you, Patriarch Jing, for helping me to heal the Flowerfall spirit. It was worth the long journey from Kwanlun.
Speak of the devil! Does your master have thousand-mile eyes, or is he just well-informed?
I think I have just attracted a ray of divine thoughts from my master.
There's no need to hesitate if you're already having doubts. Flowerful sword. Patriarch Jing has rescued you. I'll give you to him. Are you ready?
That depends on Patriarch Jing.
I will cherish this sword like a close friend. We shall be inseparable in life and death.
Flowerful. Go.
I have acquired a master, and I will always accompany him. The earth and heaven shall be my witnesses.
Moment, was ist das hier? Achso, da kann ich diese... Oh, die Videosequenz kann ich immer wieder neu angucken.
There's a real resonance. This method seems to work. When the three swords were sleeping in the Qiandun Stonehouse, I used my soul force from the... Only those chosen by the blade hearts of the three swords can use the soul force of the fragment to sense the blade hearts and connect with them. It is home to many blade heart fragments, and also the treasures and rare talents I have discovered over the years.
The main section of the lunar mirror of distant dreams is here. If you wish to use it in the future, you can connect to it by moving your heart.
Are you afraid?
Er blickt auf die Leiche.
Easier said than done. Your training started the moment you entered the hall. You're looking into my eyes. Curiosity is not a bad thing for young people. I know that you have a lot of questions now. Unfortunately, there are certainly things that you will know once you have completed the token ceremony. A real Reaper like Jing, Feng Yisheng, and Fu Ling, for example. If you still don't understand... The deception is getting ever stronger.
Was wird uns... Hey, ich kann Pop-Ups blockieren. Meister Lichtflug. Alles klar.
Shh. Be quiet. Did you see the little girl? She's my neighbor's younger... Her father died on Taihua Mountain. I can't... She doesn't...
前面那个小姑娘就是阿梦，你要是准备好了，就过去同她说一声吧。
Thanks a lot.
Was? Ich weiß nicht mal, was ich getan habe. Prüfungsticket. Na gut. In der nächsten Folge werden wir dann oh, warte mal, da hinten ist was Cooles. Werden wir dann sehen, wie wir zu einem richtigen Todesdingsterbooster werden. Aber all das sehen wir erst beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin wünsche ich euch noch einen traumhaften Tag oder so. So viele neue Leute. Das ist dann gesteuert, das ist gut, alles klar. Teaminstanzen, okay. Allianzen. Karten der Klinge. Na gut, das war's jedenfalls mit dieser Folge. Wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal.